It all started with Ahasuerus, king of Persia, throwing 2 elaborate banquet feasts to celebrate becoming governor. Everyone was happy until his wife, Queen Vashti, decided to embarrass him by refusing to make an appearance. And so one of the king's advisors, Haman, suggested,
"You should just get a new wife."
and that's just what he did. After a long search, a replacement was chosen, Esther, who decided to hide her Jewish identity.
That's great and all, but like, what about me?
After a new queen was found, Haman gets promoted and, as a result, demands respect from everyone around him.
Yeah.
Soon after, Esther's uncle, Mordecai, overhears that 2 royal guards are plotting to assassinate the king. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life.
Thank you.
Ugh, how dare you?
Mordecai refuses to bow to Haman, which fills him with rage. And when he finds out that Mordecai is Jewish, he decides to find a final solution to the problem. Haman successfully persuaded the king to destroy all of the Jewish people. To decide the date of the Jews' annihilation, Haman rolls dice. 11 months later, all of the Jews will die. And for Mordecai, Haman invests personally and prepares a 50-cubit-high gallows. It doesn't matter to anyone that, in reality, the Jews were just good citizens, and Mordecai even saved the king from assassination attempt.
Hey, don't tell them that. It makes me look bad.
One night, Ahasuerus can't sleep. He remembers that he still owes Mordecai a favor and debates how to reward him, so he consults Haman.
Haman, how must I reward someone who did something great for me?
Only the best, of course. You should throw a parade for him, with a personal chariot.
Perfect. Go tell Mordecai of his reward.
Mordecai?
Meanwhile, Esther realizes the noose is tightening. At a private banquet with Haman and the king, Esther reveals to Ahasuerus that Haman wants to annihilate her people.
Execute Haman.
And then a turnaround. Ahasuerus orders Haman to be executed, and Haman is hanged on the very gallows he built for Mordecai. Okay, so the Book of Esther can be an interesting story, but how does it fit into the Bible? God is not mentioned there even once. The truth is that according to Jewish traditions, this story has other dimensions concerning man's relationship with God. Haman expresses the view that man is the supreme authority in a world devoid of divine presence or truth. Like the serpent in the Garden of Eden, Haman claims, "And you will be like God." And it is not by chance that it was called humane. But Haman's humanism is extreme, because he denies any truth or authority except for his own, and therefore he constitutes an anarchist factor that repeatedly undermines the stability of the government. And he quickly becomes a force, imposing his definitions of a superior man on the environment. In contrast, Mordecai sees man as the center by virtue of his being the image of God. The idea that man as he is, cut off from a higher truth, is the pinnacle of aspirations, is rejected by Judaism. Haman determined to eliminate the Jewish people, and especially Mordecai, who represent the presence of God in the world. A God who, in his opinion, undermines man's authority and freedom. Haman discovered that not only did he fail in exterminating the Jews, he discovered that all along he and his dice were part of the divine script. What the scroll reveals is that even when the world is dark and God's name is not visible, he is still there, hidden.